That's actually no, come on.
If you didn't notice what happened there, she skipped him in front of the line, backed up into him. He called and said, hey, can something be done about this? And then she decided to yell in a crowded area with a bunch of people around that he is A-ing, A-S-O-U-T-ing her.
What do you mean?
Yeah, very messed up to do. And I do have an update about what happened here. But before we do that, let's hop into the comments and see what some of these comments have said. That's why they keep asking, why don't you offer help? Because it's risky. She aid him. Why is she not getting arrested? If they can make a false accusation like that in public so easily, just imagine what they're capable of doing in private when no one is watching. It's scary. This is wild. Princess Polly isn't worth the embarrassment. Oh, is that what they're in line for? Yeah, they're in like a massive line over here, and she wanted to skip him. And then we have a comment from the guy. Hi, everyone. I am the man, Dan, in the video that Miss Baker backed into. Yesterday, I was attending the Broad Beach police station and reported this incident. I spoke with an officer called Dale. He has been in touch with Pacific Fair, and he is also the officer who was at the scene on the day of the incident. He has confirmed that I did not assault anyone. The Pacific Fair CCTV footage shows me being pushed 3 times by Miss Baker. If anyone doubts me, please contact the Broad Beach police station and ask for Dale. There was a incident that happened, and I do have an update. A very, very good update.
A woman deliberately created physical contact and then accused the man behind her in order to force him out of the line. But she was ultimately arrested by police at the scene. At the time of the incident, people were waiting in line outside a clothing store. The video shows that the woman suddenly stepped backward and bumped into the man behind her, then immediately shouted that he had attacked her. But the customers around them saw the entire incident and immediately spoke up to contradict her. They said that the woman had deliberately stepped backward to create the collision and that the man had not touched her at all.
This right here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
Women do this all the time, by the way. This is why men are kind of keeping their distance and protecting themselves, because women do this all the time for attention or for just, like in this instance, just to skip in line. They will do this to random men, and a lot of times they don't face any sort of repercussions for it.
After police arrived, they reviewed the video from the scene and questioned multiple witnesses. Faced with the clear footage, the woman still tried to defend herself, but was ultimately taken away on suspicion of making a false accusation.
Yep.
Some people online believe that this kind of behavior could ruin an innocent person's life and make it harder for real victims to be believed. Others said that the people at the scene testified in time, preventing the man from suffering wrongful consequences.
Sensational.
I think that a false allegation should carry the same sentence as the actual crime that was falsely alleged. I think that is a proper way to deal with this. And let's hop into the comments on these and let's see what's going on here. For the full sentence in prison, yes, that's what I said. So it was a big and tall store. Her name is Miss Baker. Yeah, we know her name. She is 100% a Democrat. I think statistically women are more Democrats than Republicans. Also, accusations should carry the same sentence that the assault would have resulted in. That's what I think as well. I think that should be across the board. And then we have the next op saying he should sue her for defamation of character. Yeah, he could definitely sue her in civil court. I think that could be an issue. It could be something he could do. I bet that's not the first time he pulled that stunt. And here's the thing: she was so comfortable doing it. I don't think it was the first time first time she was doing that. I think this is something she does very often, and she was so comfortable in doing it. She actually thought it was kind of a joke. She was laughing the whole time as well. Throw that bitch in prison, I say. Throw her in prison and let her rot.
Why are so many women getting broken up with in the most diabolical way possible? Because if you look at the comments on my last video, some of y'all are doing this to women that you're married to and that you have kids with. And I had a ring on my finger, but like my breakup was like a divorce.
The text said, it's alarming to see how our society has raised men to view women as disposable. You mean the 2 generations of single moms that have raised men? Or What are you talking about? So now she has an issue with the way men are treating women in the dating market. They're breaking up with them for weird reasons or no reasons or whatever. But isn't that what women have been doing for the past couple of decades? Isn't that what women have been championing each other and doing, encouraging each other to do to men? So I kind of think you're just getting the same energy you're putting out. I mean, the men are just giving you that same energy back, so I don't really see what the problem is. And if you have an issue with the way these men are raised, maybe you should contact all the single moms that have been raising all these men for the past couple of decades.
Oh, you're right. And when you're right, you're right.
Truly, I just want a man's perspective on this. Like,
Okay.
if you're texting this girl you're really interested in, hypothetically, are you gonna not text them for 6 hours?
I don't want to play with you anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. You know, men get busy. Men don't, I mean, I don't always have my phone on me. Most of the time I do, but there are some times where you can't get a hold of me, and maybe he's, you know, same as with women. Some of these guys, they might be talking to 1 or 2, 3 different girls at a time. Just depends on the guy. Women do this too. If you have a problem with it, then maybe you shouldn't be dating. I mean, it's a pretty simple thing.
Like half the day, like you're busy. Imagine that. But like an hour, maybe an hour max, an hour and a half max, right?
Good. Nobody cares, Sean. Nobody cares.
So she wants this guy to text her every hour. Lady, that's not based in reality. Okay?
You guys want to talk about how unobservant men are? A man came to my home for the first time tonight. Don't worry, I will be saging in the morning. And he looked around and he was like, wow, I'm surprised that it's pink.
You're in big trouble though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of for breakfast? No.
You invited a guy into your home. He demolished your Polly Pocket. And now you're having this revelation that he noticed that your room was painted pink. And, well, what's the problem?
I swear to God, men are so boring. Being on dating apps, trying to have conversations.
You're in my house, fatso, and you didn't ask permission. So you and your friends can leave now, or they can carry your fat ass out in a bucket.
It's not a man's job to entertain obese women.
With them, like, I'm trying to match energy right now because usually I try to carry on the conversation.
Hey, you wanted this, right? You wanted the real deal. That's what this is. Wake up. You're in the middle of it. You want to run? Go ahead. No one's stopping you. Stop complaining.
Next time, just tell him to dangle a donut in front of your head. Maybe it'll keep you entertained.
Try to push it forward. No more. And oh my God, it's like pulling teeth. Men are boring as
I can almost guarantee that a woman like this is only matching with certain men that are going to categorize her not in the relationship category, but in the nighttime visit category. And she doesn't understand that. Because this guy, he doesn't care. Okay, he's probably got a couple more women in his phone he's talking to. You're like the 5th, 6th, 7th choice, maybe the 10th choice at this point, you know. So he's not going to entertain you. It's not his job to entertain you. It's no man's job to entertain any woman. Okay, we're not jesters. That's not our job. Entertain yourself.
Hi guys. So I am starting over at 35.
Yep, this happens. I've talked about this many times. This is around the age where women start to do their personal finding journeys and they start to reset their life and redo everything. So boyfriends and husbands have to go, divorces have to happen, moving out and moving in and getting new dudes and getting in rotations and getting turned like a doorknob. And it's a different era, the boss babe, single girly era, where she is trying to find herself again, trying to feel like she did when she was younger. This is why men really need to be careful with women like this. When they reach this age, you know, some guys, they meet this girl in high school and they date. And then she gets 35, 36, they have 2 kids. And then all of a sudden she gets bombarded on social media with all this man-hating content. And now he's not treating her for as much as she's worth now. And she feels like he's taking advantage of her. And then she feels like that he could do better, but he doesn't. And she deserves a world. And then she leaves and then he ends up, a lot of times the men actually end up doing better in these situations because it's the women that are constantly pulling them down in a lot of aspects. And then they make videos like this. talking about, oh, this is their new era, their new single era at 35.
I'm leaving an event and I just want to share what's on my heart, and I don't want people to like pity me at all, but I just wonder like if there's something about me that's like wrong. I feel like I put in effort to go out whenever I can. I am very shy, though I post my life on social media. I feel like I do my best to like be available to, you know, wait for somebody to approach me. I'm not really somebody that is aggressive or like chases at all, because I'm a lady and I believe in like masculine energy, and that's what I want to attract. And I just feel like,
well, men were told for several years that masculine energy is toxic. So I'm not sure what type of man you're looking to approach you, but it's probably not going to be the type of man that you would want to approach you, which is why men are not approaching you.
every time I go out, I'm never approached, and I'm like, is it because of the way I look? Am I not attractive? Am I overweight? I don't know, like it.
Women. You could be more attractive if you actually lost some weight. You know, a lot of people like to say, oh, just because you're fat doesn't mean you're ugly, but it kind of does. It actually kind of does in a lot of different ways. A lot of men are going to look at a woman that is, you know, overweight, and they're going to make assumptions about that woman. Unless you want a guy that's going to be 100% okay with what you look like, you're going to have to put yourself outside of your comfort zone and make that happen for yourself, because it's not going to happen for you.
A lot of you men need to suffer, like really bad, really bad. And I'm really tired of men getting away with so much shit you see every day in America. And not only do they get away with it, they almost get praised, while women out here are getting up by men.
You know what, lady? Nobody knows what you're talking about because you make a lot of vague videos when you're on your little glass pipe high or whatever you're doing. But let me tell you something. Whatever you're talking about doesn't matter, because it's the women that have the power to choose the men. You do realize that, right? You do realize that it's women that choose what men, that they get to choose what man enters their life. Men really don't get to choose. They can choose who they can marry. Men have a choice in relationships, absolutely. But as far as letting someone into your life, into your bedroom, whatever, it's always been the woman's choice. So maybe you need to choose better, is what I would say. But anyway, fellas, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.